You are exactly where you're meant to be right now. I want you to take a deep breath and let that sink in. You are exactly where you're meant to be right now. Oftentimes, players that I work with come to me and they don't like where they're at right now. They don't like their situation. They're not playing. They don't feel confident. They don't like the head coach. They don't like the culture that they're a part of. And they oftentimes are caught thinking of being somewhere different. You have to ground yourself. You have to remember that you are exactly where you're meant to be right now. The second thing you have to remember is that in every experience you're going through as an athlete and in life is a learning lesson. If you don't like the situation you're in right now, what is the lesson to be learned? You may not know the answer to that right now, but in some time, you will get the answer to that. When I started at the University of New Mexico, I redshirted my freshman year, not because of an injury, but because I wasn't good enough. It was one of the worst experiences I had in my soccer career and at the time in my life. I wanted to quit. I wanted to give up. I wanted to go somewhere different where I was going to be valued, where I was going to play. I didn't know it at the time, but just a year later, when I was starting and playing in the Final Four for the University of New Mexico, I remembered that I was meant to go through that for a reason. It taught me to work hard. It showed me that I had to grow physically and as a soccer player, that I had to develop in so many areas before I was going to be good enough to play on the field. That's what the lesson was in that difficulty. So if you're in a difficult situation, struggling for confidence, in a difficult environment, don't like your head coach, remember, you are exactly where you're supposed to be